What's up, guys? ZenoChat back with a brand new Nintendo video, and we have some pretty crazy news in regards to the Nintendo Switch 2. Apparently, it is going to be revealed in literally 2 days from now, or like a day and a half, depending on your time zone and stuff like that. We also have some information into regards to like what we can actually expect with the console reveal. And we even have some leaked information in regards to some games that supposedly will be coming to the Nintendo Switch 2. So do not skip out on any part of this video because you're going to want to see all of the information that we have to look forward to today. But yeah, anyway, we're going to be looking at this article here, videogameschronicle.com. This was actually posted by Wario64 on his official Twitter page. But yeah, to look at this article, it says Nintendo will reportedly reveal the Switch 2 this week. An insider claims that Nintendo's next console reveal is set for January 16th. As of the making of this video, as I'm recording right now, it is January 13th, 9:52 p.m. I'm in the California, so Pacific Standard Time. But anyway, to actually look at the article here, it says that is according to the previously reliable podcast Nate the Hate, which claims that a reveal trailer planned by Nintendo will focus on the Switch 2 hardware, with a software showcase coming later in late February or early March. So this reveal is purely a hardware reveal. They're going to show the actual console. I imagine they're going to focus on, the new Joy-Cons, the new dock and stuff like that. It's not going to be a game reveal. So although there probably will be some gameplay shown in some way, shape, or form, they're probably not going to focus on it. They're not going to say what game it is. They're not going to necessarily put too much of a spotlight on it. This is purely going to be a hardware reveal. The quote goes on to say, I can share with you that the Nintendo Switch 2 will be revealed in the coming week. I have been told Switch 2 will be revealed on Thursday, January 16th, just a few days from now, they said. I've heard that the reveal itself is going to focus almost exclusively on the console itself, like I just mentioned. There's not going to be any presence of games. There could be a game shown running on the screen, depending on how the trailer is put together, but the software is not going to be the focus. This kind of makes sense too, because with the original reveal of the Nintendo Switch, the first trailer was a hardware trailer. They showcased the Switch, they showcased, how it worked and stuff like that. There was brief gameplay showed of, for example, Mario Odyssey on the actual Switch screen and stuff, but they didn't focus on games or software or anything like that. They didn't announce anything. It wasn't until later on in an additional trailer that they actually showcased more games like Breath of the Wild, Skyrim, NBA 2K, things like that. The article goes on to say the two-part reveal plan would align with how Nintendo showed the original Nintendo Switch and match with what VGC has been told about Nintendo's plans for the Switch 2 reveal. Switch was first announced with a hardware-focused trailer in 2016, which was then followed by a full reveal the following January where games and release info were announced. Although Nintendo didn't formally announce games in the first reveal, titles such as Mario Odyssey were shown running. Nate the Hate speculates that Switch 2 could launch in May or June of this year, which matches what VGC has heard from its own sources. And the new version of Mario Kart could be available at launch, followed by a 3D Mario game released during the holiday period of 2025. Third-party releases will reportedly include Final Fantasy VII Remake, and according to Nate the Hate, Ubisoft is also planning to release Assassin's Creed Mirage for Switch 2, and Konami will port Metal Gear Solid Delta. So yeah, a lot of information there. Basically, this, a lot of this info that Nate the Hate, the reliable leaker that has been right on a lot of things before, a lot of the stuff that he's saying lines up with what VGC has heard from their own sources. So obviously that makes it seem a little bit more credible. And yeah, apparently some of the games that we will be getting on Switch 2 include things like Final Fantasy VII Remake, Assassin's Creed Mirage, and Metal Gear Solid Delta. However, that is not all the information that we have to actually look at. Here we can see a tweet. This person here, Average Lucia Fanatic, is apparently the person that leaked the release date of the PS5 Pro and the Nintendo Alarm. And it says that they have posted announcement info for the Nintendo Switch 2. He said that it was going to be revealed on January 17th. So that is one day behind what VGC and Wario64 are saying. That could be just an error, or again, it could be like a time zone difference thing. It says, according to him, launch date is going to be March 3rd. That does seem a little ambitious considering the fact that VGC is reporting on the fact that there's not going to be a gameplay reveal on Switch 2 until late February. I highly doubt that they would reveal gameplay on Switch 2 in late February and then just like a week later, drop the console or anything like that. That seems a little bit too quick. So maybe this isn't necessarily true. It says at launch, there will be Mario Kart 9, Red Dead Redemption 2, and a trailer for the new 3D Mario. Now, this is very interesting because VGC is also reporting that Mario Kart 9 is going to be available at launch. And they also revealed that a 3D Mario game was going to be revealed for the holidays of 2025. That's the same thing that this reliable leaker is also saying. He's also saying that Red Dead 2 is apparently coming on launch day as well. That's something that VGC apparently didn't get from their sources, so that's kind of interesting. However, what makes me think that this might not be true is this here. The retail price in Canada is $400. That is not that much money, if I'm being completely honest. If we actually look at how much that is, it's basically like 280 US dollars or something like that. Yeah, $278.12. So if his leak was true, that the Switch 2 is going to be $400 in Canada, this means that the Switch 2 is coming in at being cheaper than the original Nintendo Switch. The original Switch came out at $300. It's been $300 for years and years and years. And I just don't see that happening. If they release the Switch 2 at 280, or even if they round it up to 300 US dollars, they would have to do massive price cuts on the Switch Lite, on the Switch OLED, and on the original, the normal Switch, the Switch V2 or whatever it is. They would have to do huge price cuts, because otherwise it wouldn't make sense to buy the original Switch consoles at 300, 350 or whatever, when you can get the newest one for $300. So that's what kind of makes me think that maybe all this info isn't accurate, or maybe there's just something there that was like miscommunication or something like that. But yeah, I do not think it's going to be 400 Canadian. I could easily see 400 US, which would be significantly more. Like it would be probably like what, 550 Canadian, 575 Canadian. Yeah, this would probably seem like a more realistic price point, in my opinion. 400 US dollars. They wouldn't have to do price cuts necessarily for the original Switch lineup, because there would be one for everything, right? Switch Lite at 200, Switch V2 at 300, Switch OLED at 350, and then 400 or even more for the Switch 2. And then here was just another tweet from Deck Wizard, where they actually showcased some of the same information that this leaker here, Average Lucia Fanatic, mentioned. January 17th reveal. Again, that might just be a time zone difference, and that's why they're saying the 17th instead of the 16th, like VGC. March 7th launch, he said March 3rd. So that's kind of the thing that like weird with these leaks. He's saying March 3rd, this person's saying March 7th, but then VGC is reporting that it might be as late as May or June. So that's that's a huge difference, right? And then on top of that too, this one though says that Halo is apparently going to be coming to Switch 2. There has been rumors that Microsoft will be bringing the Halo franchise to the next Nintendo console. They've already confirmed that they're going to bring Call of Duty eventually too, so I could definitely see Halo also making an appearance. He also reiterates that Canadian $400 price points. Again, I just don't see that happening. I would be very, very, very surprised if they actually released for 400 Canadian, aka 280 US or whatever. Two Switch models at launch though. This was something that I actually reported on many months ago. Apparently they might end up doing what kind of like what PlayStation does. They might end up doing a digital version of the Switch 2 and then a physical version, like one that supports physical cartridges. I could definitely see, like, if they do this 400 United States dollar price point, I could see the digital version maybe being 400 US and then the physical one being 450 US. That would probably be something that I wouldn't be too surprised about. And again, it's kind of like what PlayStation does with the PS5. The PS5 has the digital version, which is like $100 cheaper or $50 cheaper now, and then it has that disc version that's a little bit more expensive. That's just kind of the way that these consoles are doing things now. I think Xbox is the same thing. I could easily see Nintendo doing that with the Switch as well. Overall, though, I think the most accurate and most likely information is going to be from this VGC article here. But yeah, that's pretty much all the info that we have now with the Nintendo Switch 2. If everything goes well, we should be seeing the console in about 2 days from now. Definitely going to be very, very interesting. I imagine if the 16th is going to be the reveal date, we will probably get an announcement from Nintendo on the 15th, just to let people know, like, hey, tune into the live stream tomorrow to see, the next Nintendo console and stuff like that. But yeah, very interesting stuff. I cannot wait to see this. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you do, so you can be up to date with all of the latest Nintendo content and stuff. But yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.